Hey, what's up, guys? This is Samila representing Sight Fitness, which means strength is for everyone. I got a video, a great video that will be helpful and something that you guys could put into action if you're looking forward to losing fat, but also keeping on the muscle mass. The first thing you want to do is, if you want to hold on to that muscle and you want to lose that body fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit, okay? So that means that you're going to be consuming less calories than you're burning. You have to track your calories, okay? So there's no way around that. So we're going to start right there. We have to track those calories, meaning that your food needs to be measured out. That's not to say that you have to do this for a long time, but you have to do this in the beginning just to get yourself used to portions, okay? According to how much you weigh, according to your goals, how much body fat you would like to lose, and your height, and all that good stuff. So it's scientific, guys. So you can't just look up dishes and recipes offline and think that's going to work for you. What works for you is the portions, okay? So if you weigh 250 pounds and you're 6'5", looking at some guy who's 5'5" and weighs 160 pounds, you're looking at his meal plans. It's not the same, okay? What you want to do is to keep your intensity in your training, keep that level up as much as you can, because believe it or not, once you start losing body fat and you start getting more tone, you start getting more vascular and more defined, you're going to lose some strength, okay? And I'm speaking to my naturals. You're going to lose some strength. So keep that in mind, that when you did have on that extra body fat, you were able to lift heavier, okay? You have more energy to do those things. But once you start trimming down, listen to your body, guys. You don't want to injure yourself, and that's what can happen, okay? So you know you strong, but once you start leaning down, leaning out, you'll definitely lose some. You'll lose a little bit of size. You can lose a little bit of muscle mass. Don't be afraid. But also you'll start shredding and seeing more development in your muscles, more tone, okay? In order to maintain that muscle that you want to keep on your limbs, okay? So, you know, I tried the method of being in a caloric deficit and going lighter, like higher repetitions, and I'll show you this picture here. This is how I used to look, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that if I was doing some type of bikini competition or something, but I was not. I was just trying to get lean, but I also want to keep on some muscle. But as you can see in this photo, I was just stringy, okay? I was lean as anything, but I was stringy, and to be honest with you, I didn't even feel healthy. I felt, very tired and underweight, and hormones is all out of control. There could be some dangers behind getting too lean. So we don't want to get too lean. There are some professional competitors that are out there getting lean and getting at a percentage at like 7% body fat, 5%, and it can get very dangerous. So we don't want to get to the point where we're able to just, get paper cut. We got veins squeezing out of every inch of our body, okay? Your hormones will get out of whack. I'm talking to the natural folks, so keep that in mind, that getting too lean, the feeling. You'll know it, You'll feel weak. You will feel hungry. It's just starvation mode, basically. So you're doing a ton of cardio. You're doing too much. You're burning way too many calories. Your muscle is getting sucked up. Also, when you are training, I know there's a lot of people out there to say, train fasted, do this and that. And training fasted does have its benefits. But if you're trying to maintain your muscle mass and lose that body fat, you need calories. You need some type of fuel, right, to get your workouts going. So if the protein synthesis break down, that muscle will start eating away because it needs something, okay? So if you work out, definitely have a meal. Get to know your body. If you want to have a meal, maybe an hour or two before, and then make sure you have a snack or a meal after, okay? So your cortisol levels, you don't want those to be fluctuating and going crazy. You don't want your hormones to start getting out of whack, because what will happen is you will start looking for, sugar and stuff. Your insulin levels will be off too. So you start looking for sugar and non-healthy foods like cookies, cake, soda pop, whatever you can get your hands on. So it's best to have those, to have a nice nutritious meal before you exercise, and have something on deck after, whether that's a protein shake, you have your meal going, something. Okay, that's how your body, your muscles need calories. Okay, it needs calories. Don't worry so much about being in a fasted state. Your goal is to lose the fat and to keep on the muscle, right? So you need those calories. Don't be afraid of those calories. Another thing is cardio. Okay, some people need to do cardio, some people don't. You know, there are some people out there who can maintain a nice physique without doing cardio, and there are others who need that extra push. Okay, and that's okay. I'm one of those people who need the extra push. Like, I can eat on point, but sometimes I'm not hungry like that, so I need to do cardio, and that's okay. You know, it's good for stamina. It's good for your overall performance as an athlete. Don't go ham on a cardio. You don't have to do it every single day because if you do it every single day, not only will you get lean, those muscles will get eaten up. Okay, you know, get to know your body, get to know what works for you. Some people like HIIT. Some people like steady state, which you're on a bicycle or taking a walk or something. But if you do high intensity HIIT, just kind of play around with the times. Maybe you want to do 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes work for you, you know, 3 to 4 times a week. But just kind of, that's where you have to figure out your body at that point. Also, making sure you get a decent amount of sleep. Okay, so know your body, know your limits. Okay, if you get into 6 hours and you're working, you're still tired, you know, go up to 7 or 8 hours. You know what I mean? So you got to play around with the times and figure out what works for you, and you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, so being keyed up on caffeine and, you know, coffee and 5-hour energy drinks, it's not going to help you in the long run. You're going to crash, and it's not going to be a successful turnout for you if you're relying on caffeinated drinks to keep you wired up. Okay, it's not to say you can't have a cup of coffee before working out, but don't rely on that without that sleep. Okay, I hope this helped you out, guys, on how to maintain your muscle mass and also how to lose that body fat. It could be stubborn too. I hope this was a help for you guys. Until the next video, peace.